Hello, dear friends. It's wonderful to have you here with me tonight. Welcome back to our peaceful journey through time, where we explore the fascinating stories of the past in a gentle, soothing manner. If you're new here, I'm delighted you've joined us. Let's embark on a tranquil adventure together as we uncover the captivating life of one of ancient Egypt's most enigmatic figures. Tonight, we'll be delving into the world of Nefertiti, the beautiful queen who ruled alongside Pharaoh Akhenaten during the 18th dynasty of Egypt's New Kingdom period. Her name, meaning the beautiful one has come, truly reflects the grace and allure that surrounded her reign. Before we begin our journey, I invite you to find a comfortable position. Perhaps you're already nestled in your bed, or maybe you're reclining in your favorite chair. Wherever you are, allow yourself to sink deeper into that comfort. Take a deep, calming breath, feeling the air fill your lungs, and then slowly exhale, releasing any tension or worries from your day. Let each breath carry you further into a state of relaxation. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing on the banks of the ancient Nile. The warm Egyptian sun caresses your skin as a gentle breeze carries the sweet scent of lotus flowers. In the distance, you can see the grand city of Akhenaten, its limestone buildings gleaming white against the golden desert sands. This is the world of Nefertiti, a realm of beauty, power, and mystery. As we explore Nefertiti's life, from her rise to power to her enigmatic disappearance, allow the soothing tones of history to lull you into a peaceful state. We'll uncover the secrets of her reign, her role in Egypt's religious revolution, and the lasting impact she had on art and culture. So relax, dear friends, and let the whispers of the past guide you to a tranquil night's sleep. Imagine the gentle breeze of the Nile, softly rustling through the reeds, as we embark on a journey back in time to explore the early life and background of one of ancient Egypt's most enigmatic figures, Nefertiti. Her story, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, begins long before she ascended to the throne as queen. Let us delve into the whispers of history and uncover the delicate threads that weave the tapestry of her early years. Nefertiti's origins are a subject of much debate among historians. Her name, which means the beautiful woman has come, suggests an aura of mystery and allure. Some speculate that she may have been a princess from the distant Mitanni kingdom in northern Syria. This theory is intriguing, as the Mitanni were known for their advanced culture and political alliances with Egypt. The Mitanni kingdom was a significant player in the region during the 15th century BC, and their interactions with Egypt included both trade and diplomatic marriages. However, this theory remains speculative, like a faint echo in the corridors of time. A more widely accepted theory posits that Nefertiti was the daughter of a high-ranking official and vizier to Pharaoh Amenhotep III. I's influence in the royal court was significant, and he was a maternal uncle to Pharaoh Akhenaten, Nefertiti's future husband. This familial connection is supported by the fact that I's wife, Tai, is often referred to as Nefertiti's wet nurse, rather than her mother. Can you imagine the young Nefertiti growing up in the royal palace at Thebes, surrounded by the opulence and grandeur of ancient Egypt? The palace would have been a vibrant hub of activity, filled with the sounds of artisans crafting exquisite jewelry, the laughter of children, and the whispers of political intrigue. In the heart of the palace, Nefertiti would have been exposed to the intricacies of court life and the complexities of royal politics from a tender age. Her family's influence within the palace is evident, as I was not only a vizier but also a tutor to young Amenhotep IV, who would later become Pharaoh Akhenaten. It is possible that I introduced the prince to Nefertiti when they were both children, setting the stage for their future union. The bond between Nefertiti and Akhenaten may have been forged in the innocence of childhood, a connection that would later blossom into a powerful partnership. Nefertiti had a younger sister named Mutnajmet, who also played a significant role in the royal court. The sisters' presence in the palace would have been a common occurrence, given their familial ties and the social dynamics of the royal family. This close relationship between the sisters is further underscored by their shared roles in the religious and cultural practices of the time. Picture the two sisters, hand in hand, navigating the labyrinthine halls of the palace, their laughter echoing softly through the ages. They would have participated in various rituals and celebrations, learning the customs and traditions that defined their society. Nefertiti married Pharaoh Akhenaten, formerly known as Amenhotep IV, at a relatively young age. The exact date of their marriage is unknown, but it is believed to have taken place before Akhenaten ascended to the throne in 1353 BC. Given the common practice of marrying royalty at a young age, it is likely that Nefertiti was between 12 and 16 years old at the time of her marriage. This union was not just a marriage between two individuals, it was a strategic alliance that solidified I's influence within the royal court. The marriage would have been celebrated with grand festivities, showcasing the wealth and power of the royal family. As the principal wife of the pharaoh, Nefertiti played a crucial role in supporting Akhenaten's reign and his religious reforms. One of the most significant contributions of Nefertiti's life was her role in the religious reforms initiated by Akhenaten. The pharaoh's decision to abandon the traditional polytheistic religion of Egypt and focus on the worship of the sun god Aten had profound implications for Egyptian society. Nefertiti, who was an adherent of the cult of Aten from an early age, likely influenced Akhenaten's decision to adopt this monotheistic religion. This shift in religious practice was revolutionary, challenging centuries of established beliefs and practices. The new capital city of Akhetaten, known today as Amarna, was built to serve as the center of this new religious movement. Here, Akhenaten and Nefertiti sought to establish their new creed, with Nefertiti playing a prominent role in the religious rituals and ceremonies. Her name was even changed to Nefertiti, reflecting her deep devotion to the sun god Aten. Imagine the serene beauty of Amarna, with its sunlit temples and tranquil courtyards, where Nefertiti and Akhenaten worshipped the radiant Aten. The city was designed to reflect the new religious ideals, with open spaces and sunlit areas that symbolized the connection between the divine and the earthly. Nefertiti and Akhenaten had 6 daughters together, with the elder 3 born at Thebes and the younger 3 at Amarna. Their daughters included Meritaten, Meketaten, and Khenpetaten, who would later become the wife of Tutankhamun, Nefertiti Tashret, Neferneferu, and Setapenra. The birth of these daughters was a significant event in the royal family, reflecting both Nefertiti's fertility and the importance of producing heirs to secure the dynasty. Picture the royal family, gathered in the sun-dappled gardens of Amarna, the laughter of children mingling with the songs of birds. The daughters were not only symbols of continuity for the royal line, but also played roles in the political landscape of the time, marrying into other royal families to strengthen alliances. Nefertiti's influence extended beyond the royal family and the religious reforms. She was a symbol of beauty and fertility, often depicted in art with exaggeratedly feminine features and fine linen garments. Her role in the royal court was multifaceted, encompassing both political and religious duties. She was not just a queen, but also a living fertility goddess, embodying the ideals of Egyptian culture during that period. Can you see her, adorned in exquisite jewelry, her serene visage a testament to the timeless beauty of ancient Egypt? The artistic representations of Nefertiti often highlight her elegance and grace, reinforcing her status as an idealized figure in Egyptian society. Moreover, Nefertiti's image was not limited to her physical beauty. She was also portrayed in various artistic forms that emphasized her power and authority. Statues and reliefs often depicted her alongside Akhenaten, showcasing their partnership in governance and religion. This artistic representation was crucial in solidifying her status as a co-regent, a role that was relatively rare for women in ancient Egypt. The artistic innovations of the Amarna period, characterized by a more naturalistic style, allowed for a more intimate portrayal of Nefertiti, capturing her personality and strength. However, Nefertiti's disappearance from historical records around the 14th year of Akhenaten's reign remains one of the most intriguing mysteries of her life. Various theories have been proposed to explain her vanishing, including the possibility that she fell out of favor with her husband due to her inability to produce a male heir, or that she abandoned the cult of Aten and was banished by Akhenaten. Despite these theories, the exact circumstances of Nefertiti's disappearance remain unclear. Her name continues to appear in inscriptions up until the 16th year of Akhenaten's reign, suggesting that she may have survived her husband and potentially ruled under the name of Smenkhare until Tutankhamun came of age. This period of her life is a tantalizing gap in history, leaving scholars to speculate about her fate and influence. Nefertiti's legacy extends far beyond her own time. Her likeness, captured in the famous bust created by Thutmose, has become one of the most recognizable images in art history. This bust, discovered in 1912, has been reproduced countless times and remains a testament to her enduring beauty and cultural significance. Imagine the delicate craftsmanship of the bust, each detail meticulously carved to capture the essence of Nefertiti's timeless elegance. The bust not only represents her physical beauty, but also serves as a symbol of the artistic achievements of the Amarna period, reflecting the innovative styles and techniques of the time. Furthermore, the cultural and historical context of Nefertiti's life provides a deeper understanding of her significance. The Amarna period, marked by Akhenaten's radical changes, was not just a time of religious upheaval, but also a period of artistic and cultural flourishing. The art of this era broke away from the rigid conventions of previous dynasties, embracing a more expressive and realistic style. Nefertiti, as a central figure in this transformation, embodied the ideals of beauty and divinity that were celebrated in the art of the time. Her image became synonymous with the new artistic direction, influencing generations of artists and sculptors. Moreover, The political landscape of ancient Egypt during Nefertiti's life was complex and dynamic. The shift from polytheism to the worship of Aten represented not only a religious transformation, but also a consolidation of power by Akhenaten and Nefertiti. This change challenged the established priesthood and the traditional power structures of Egypt, leading to tensions that would have lasting effects on the society. Nefertiti's role in this transformation was pivotal, as she not only supported her husband, but also actively participated in the promotion of the new faith, further solidifying her position as a powerful and influential figure in ancient Egypt. As we reflect on Nefertiti's early life and background, it becomes clear that her story is not just one of personal triumph, but also a reflection of the broader historical currents of her time. Her legacy, intertwined with the fate of a nation, continues to resonate, reminding us of the complexities of power, identity, and belief in the ancient world. The allure of Nefertiti, the beautiful Queen of Egypt, remains a captivating chapter in the annals of history, inviting us to explore the depths of her life and the world she inhabited. In addition to her political and religious roles, Nefertiti's influence extended into the realm of diplomacy. The marriages of her daughters to foreign princes were not merely personal unions. They were strategic alliances that helped to secure Egypt's position in the region. These marriages were essential in fostering peace and cooperation with neighboring states, showcasing Nefertiti's understanding of the importance of diplomacy in maintaining the stability of her husband's reign. The royal family, with Nefertiti at its center, became a symbol of unity and strength, navigating the complexities of international relations with grace and poise. Nefertiti's early life and background also reflect the broader societal norms and expectations of women in ancient Egypt. While women in ancient Egypt enjoyed a relatively high status compared to their counterparts in other ancient civilizations, their roles were often defined by their relationships with men. Nefertiti's rise to prominence as a queen was facilitated by her marriage to Akhenaten, yet she transcended the traditional expectations of a royal wife. Her active participation in governance and religion challenged the norms of her time, paving the way for future generations of women to assert their influence in society. As we conclude our exploration of Nefertiti's early life and background, we are left with a profound appreciation for her multifaceted legacy. She was not only a queen, but also a mother, a diplomat, and a religious leader, embodying the complexities of life in ancient Egypt. Her story is a testament to the enduring power of women in history, reminding us that their contributions, often overlooked, are integral to the narratives of our past. Nefertiti's life, intertwined with the fate of a nation, serves as a reminder of the complexities of power, love, and faith in the ancient world, echoing through the ages as a testament to the enduring allure of one of history's most remarkable women. In addition to her significant roles, Nefertiti's early life was also marked by the rich cultural and artistic environment of ancient Egypt. The period in which she lived was characterized by remarkable advancements in art, architecture, and literature. The artistic innovations of the time were not only a reflection of the changing religious landscape, but also a manifestation of the wealth and power of the royal family. Nefertiti, as a prominent figure in this era, was likely influenced by the artistic movements that surrounded her, which celebrated beauty, nature, and the divine. The art of the Amarna period, in particular, is notable for its departure from traditional Egyptian styles. artists began to experiment with new forms and techniques, creating more naturalistic representations of the human figure. This shift can be seen in the depictions of Nefertiti, where her features are rendered with a sense of realism that was previously uncommon in Egyptian art. The famous bust of Nefertiti exemplifies this artistic evolution, capturing not only her physical beauty, but also the essence of her character. The craftsmanship involved in creating such a piece speaks to the high level of skill possessed by artisans at the time, and Nefertiti's image became a symbol of the artistic achievements of the Amarna period. Additionally, the religious reforms initiated by Akhenaten and supported by Nefertiti had a profound impact on the artistic expression of the time. The worship of Aten, the sun disk, was often depicted in art, with scenes showing the royal family in intimate moments of devotion. These representations served to reinforce the divine connection between the pharaoh, his queen, and the sun god. Nefertiti's presence in these artworks not only highlighted her importance as a queen, but also emphasized her role as a mediator between the divine and the earthly realms. The cultural practices of the time also played a significant role in shaping Nefertiti's identity. Festivals, rituals, and ceremonies were integral to the religious life of ancient Egypt, and Nefertiti would have participated in these events, further solidifying her status as a key figure in the royal court. The Opet Festival, for example, was a major religious celebration that honored the god Ammonius and involved a grand procession from Karnak to Luxor. Nefertiti's participation in such events would have showcased her as a devoted wife and mother, reinforcing her image as a nurturing figure within the royal family. Moreover, the education and upbringing of Nefertiti would have been influenced by the values and beliefs of ancient Egyptian society. As a member of the royal family, she would have received a comprehensive education that included lessons in reading, writing, and the arts. This education would have prepared her for her future role as queen, equipping her with the knowledge and skills necessary to navigate the complexities of court life. The emphasis on education for women, particularly those of high status, was a notable aspect of ancient Egyptian culture, allowing women like Nefertiti to wield influence and power in their own right. In conclusion, Nefertiti's early life and background are a rich tapestry woven with threads of culture, art, religion, and politics. Her story is not only one of personal achievement, but also a reflection of the broader historical context of ancient Egypt. As we continue to explore her life, we uncover the layers of complexity that define her legacy, reminding us of the enduring impact of this remarkable queen on the history of one of the world's greatest civilizations. Nefertiti's journey from a young girl in the royal palace to a powerful queen and religious leader is a testament to her strength, resilience, and the indelible mark she left on the annals of history. Imagine the soft rustling of leaves in the ancient forests of Egypt, the gentle flow of the Nile River, and the warm embrace of the sun, as we embark on a journey through time. Today, we will explore the rise to power of one of ancient Egypt's most iconic and influential queens, Nefertiti. Her story is a testament to her remarkable influence and the significant changes she and her husband, King Akhenaten, brought to Egyptian society and religion. Nefertiti's origins are shrouded in mystery, much like the morning mist over the Nile. Her name, Nefertiti, translates to "the beautiful woman has come," suggesting that she was considered a stunning and desirable bride from a young age. Some historians believe she was a princess from Mitanni, in what is now Syria, while others proposed that she was the Egyptian-born daughter of the courtier Ai, brother of Akhenaten's mother, Tai. Despite the uncertainty surrounding her parentage, it is clear that Nefertiti was well connected within the royal family, which would have been crucial for her rise to power. At the tender age of 15, Nefertiti married Amenhotep IV, who would later be known as Akhenaten. Their union was likely arranged for political reasons, as was common in ancient Egyptian royal families. However, their relationship appears to have been unusually romantic and close. Akhenaten often described Nefertiti lovingly in his writings, and their home life was depicted as happy and harmonious. Can you imagine the serene evenings they must have spent together, under the starlit sky of ancient Egypt, discussing their dreams and aspirations for the future of their kingdom? As Akhenaten ascended to the throne, Nefertiti's influence began to grow significantly. Initially, she was depicted in tomb artwork alongside her husband, participating in various ceremonial roles. However, as Akhenaten's reign progressed, Nefertiti's role expanded beyond mere ceremonial duties. She became a prominent figure in the cult of the sun god Aten, often performing rituals alongside her husband. Picture the tranquil scenes of Nefertiti and Akhenaten, bathed in the golden light of the sun, offering their devotion to Aten, surrounded by the vibrant colors of flowers and the sweet scent of incense wafting through the air. One of the most significant events in Nefertiti's rise to power was her husband's drastic change in Egyptian religion. Akhenaten introduced the monotheistic worship of the sun god Aten, abandoning the traditional polytheistic practices of Egypt. This shift was not just a change in religious doctrine, but also a significant social and political upheaval. Nefertiti was deeply involved in these religious reforms. She was a lifelong devotee of Aten and played a crucial role in promoting the new religion. Her name was even changed to Nefertiti, reflecting her deep devotion to the sun god and her own beauty. This name change symbolized her transformation into a key religious figure, one who was not only a queen, but also a high priestess of the new faith. The royal couples moved from Thebes to Amarna, a new city built specifically for the worship of Aten, further solidified Nefertiti's influence. In Amarna, she continued to participate in important religious ceremonies, and served as the female element in the divine triad formed by Aten, Akhenaten, and herself. Imagine the peaceful city of Amarna, with its grand temples and serene gardens, dedicated to the worship of the sun god, where Nefertiti would have walked among the people, her presence radiating grace and authority. Nefertiti's influence extended beyond her religious roles. She was depicted in various artistic mediums, including private devotional stelae and the walls of non-royal tombs. Her image was often exaggerated, emphasizing her femininity and fertility. This depiction was part of the broader iconographic program aimed at promoting the new Amarna religion. Images of Nefertiti smiting the enemies of Egypt, a motif previously reserved for pharaohs, further underscored her elevated status. This artistic representation not only highlighted her power, but also served to inspire loyalty and reverence among the people of Egypt. Nefertiti bore 6 daughters with Akhenaten, a remarkable feat given the societal expectations of the time. The constant appearance of these daughters in art and literature emphasized Nefertiti's role as a fertility goddess. Two of her daughters, Meritaten and Meketaten, were born early in their marriage and were named after their parents' devotion to the Aten. Picture the royal family, surrounded by their daughters, basking in the warm glow of the sun, a symbol of their devotion and unity. As they played in the gardens of Amarna, their laughter echoing through the air. The extent of Nefertiti's political influence is a topic of ongoing debate among historians. While there is no conclusive written evidence to confirm her status as a queen regnant, her actions and depictions suggest a level of autonomy and authority that was unprecedented for a queen in ancient Egypt. She was shown making offerings to the Aten, independently of her husband, indicating a degree of autonomy in the royal court. Imagine Nefertiti, standing tall and regal, making offerings to the sun god, with a serene and composed demeanor, her presence commanding respect and admiration from all who witnessed her devotion. Nefertiti's legacy extends beyond her own lifetime. The religious reforms she and Akhenaten implemented, although short-lived, had a profound impact on Egyptian history. The concept of a monotheistic worship of the sun god Aten remained influential, even after Akhenaten's death. Some scholars suggest that Nefertiti may have maintained a position of influence, even after her husband's death, possibly ruling under the name Nefertiti. The discovery of a graffito at Deir el-Bersha naming Nefertiti as Akhenaten's chief queen supports this theory, indicating that she was alive late into her husband's kingship and could have been in a position to succeed him. Despite her significant influence and legacy, Nefertiti vanished from historical records shortly after Akhenaten's 12th regnal year. The reasons for her disappearance are still unclear, with various theories suggesting she may have died, retired, or even ruled as a female pharaoh under a different name. The discovery of a life-sized bust of Nefertiti in 1912 by German archaeologist Ludwig Borchardt brought her back into the spotlight, cementing her status as one of ancient Egypt's most famous queens. Imagine the awe and wonder of the archaeologists as they uncovered the beautifully crafted bust, a testament to Nefertiti's enduring legacy, her features so lifelike that they seemed to capture her spirit. Nefertiti's rise to power was a gradual process that spanned several years. From her early days as a teenage bride to her eventual prominence as a queen and priestess, she played a pivotal role in shaping Egyptian history. Her influence extended beyond her religious roles into the political and social spheres of ancient Egypt. The changes she and Akhenaten implemented were not merely superficial. They represented a fundamental shift in the way the Egyptians viewed their gods and their rulers. The emphasis on the sun god Aten as the sole deity marked a departure from centuries of polytheistic worship, and Nefertiti was at the forefront of this transformation. The artistic revolution that accompanied Nefertiti and Akhenaten's reign is also noteworthy. The Amarna period is characterized by a distinctive style of art that broke away from the rigid conventions of previous eras. This new artistic expression often depicted the royal family in a more naturalistic manner, showcasing their emotions in daily life. Nefertiti was frequently portrayed in these artworks, emphasizing her beauty and grace, which further solidified her status as a cultural icon. Imagine the vibrant murals and sculptures that adorned the walls of Amarna, capturing the essence of a queen who was both a powerful ruler and a loving mother. Moreover, Nefertiti's role in the diplomatic relations of the time cannot be overlooked. Marriages were often used as political tools to forge alliances, and Nefertiti's marriage to Akhenaten was no exception. It is believed that her connections to foreign lands, particularly Mitanni, may have played a role in strengthening Egypt's political ties. This aspect of her life highlights the strategic importance of her position as queen, as she navigated the complexities of international relations in a time of significant change. As we delve deeper into Nefertiti's rise to power, we must also consider the societal changes that occurred during her reign. The shift towards monotheism and the worship of Aten not only altered religious practices, but also impacted the daily lives of the Egyptian people. The traditional priesthood of the many gods was diminished, leading to a reorganization of religious institutions. Nefertiti's involvement in these changes suggests that she was not merely a passive figure, but an active participant in shaping the future of her society. Despite the challenges that came with such a radical transformation, Nefertiti's resilience and adaptability shone through. She was a queen who embraced her role as a leader, navigating the complexities of her time with grace and determination. Her ability to maintain her influence in a rapidly changing environment speaks volumes about her character and the respect she commanded among her contemporaries. Nefertiti's legacy continues to captivate scholars and the general public alike, making her one of the most enduring figures in ancient Egyptian history. Her story is not just one of power and influence, it is also a narrative of love, devotion, and the complexities of royal life in ancient Egypt. As we conclude our journey through the life of Nefertiti, let us take a moment to reflect on her remarkable story. Her rise to power, her devotion to the sun god Aten, and her influence on Egyptian society and religion are a testament to her strength and resilience. Nefertiti's legacy continues to shine brightly, much like the sun she so devotedly worshipped, illuminating the pages of history with her enduring presence. Her life serves as a reminder of the powerful role women could play in ancient societies, challenging the traditional narratives that often overlook their contributions. Nefertiti's story is a celebration of beauty, power, and the indomitable spirit of a queen who left an indelible mark on history. In addition to her political and religious roles, Nefertiti's impact on art and culture during the Amarna period cannot be overstated. The artistic innovations of this era were revolutionary, moving away from the idealized forms of previous dynasties to a more realistic and intimate portrayal of the royal family. This shift in artistic style reflected the new values of the time, emphasizing personal connection and emotional expression. Nefertiti was often depicted in scenes of domestic life, showcasing her nurturing side as a mother and wife, which resonated with the people and humanized the royal family. Furthermore, the architectural advancements during Nefertiti's reign were significant. The construction of the city of Amarna itself was a monumental undertaking, reflecting the couple's vision for a new religious and political center. The city was designed with wide streets, open spaces, and temples dedicated to Aten, symbolizing a break from the past and a new beginning for Egypt. Nefertiti's involvement in this project highlights her role not just as a queen, but as a visionary leader who contributed to the shaping of her society's physical landscape. The educational reforms that may have taken place during Nefertiti's time are also worth noting. While formal education was primarily reserved for the elite, the emphasis on the arts and the promotion of literacy could have been influenced by the royal couple's desire to foster a more enlightened society. Nefertiti's own image as a learned and cultured queen would have set a precedent for future generations, encouraging the pursuit of knowledge and the arts among the Egyptian elite. As we reflect on Nefertiti's rise to power, it is essential to recognize the broader context of her reign within the tumultuous history of ancient Egypt. The Amarna period was marked by significant upheaval, not only in religious practices but also in political alliances and social structures. Nefertiti's ability to navigate these changes and maintain her influence speaks to her intelligence and adaptability. She was a queen who understood the importance of balancing tradition with innovation, ensuring her family's legacy would endure. In conclusion, Nefertiti's rise to power was a multifaceted journey that encompassed love, devotion, and a profound commitment to her people and her faith. Her legacy is a rich tapestry woven from the threads of art, religion, politics, and family life. As we continue to uncover the mysteries of her life and reign, we are reminded of the powerful role women played in shaping the course of history, and Nefertiti stands as a shining example of this truth. Her story is not just a chapter in the annals of ancient Egypt, it is a timeless narrative that continues to inspire and captivate us today. The complexities of her reign, the artistic and cultural shifts she inspired, and her enduring legacy as a powerful queen and mother are all facets of a life that transcends time, inviting us to explore the depths of her influence and the richness of her contributions to one of history's most fascinating civilizations. Imagine the soft rustling of leaves in the ancient forests of Egypt, the gentle flow of the Nile River, and the warm embrace of the desert sun. In this serene setting, we delve into the life of one of history's most captivating figures, Nefertiti, the queen whose beauty and power have echoed through the ages. Nefertiti, whose name means the beautiful woman has come, was born around 1370 BCE during the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt. Picture a young girl growing up in a world filled with the grandeur of temples and the mysteries of the gods. At the tender age of 15, she married Amenhotep IV, a union that would mark the beginning of a transformative era in Egyptian history. Imagine the excitement and trepidation of a young bride stepping into the royal court, her future intertwined with that of a future pharaoh. As we move forward, let us gently explore the reign of Akhenaten and Nefertiti. Around 1353 BCE, Amenhotep IV ascended the throne and soon changed his name to Akhenaten, signifying his devotion to the sun god Aten. This period was marked by a radical shift from the traditional polytheistic beliefs to a new monotheistic worship centered on Aten. Picture the sun's rays gently illuminating the land, symbolizing the new religious focus. Nefertiti stood by her husband's side, often depicted in art as an equal partner in this spiritual revolution. Can you imagine the serene yet powerful presence of Nefertiti as she worshipped the Aten, her face bathed in the golden light of the sun? Nefertiti's status as queen was extraordinary. She was portrayed in ways that were typically reserved for pharaohs, such as smiting enemies and wearing the traditional pharaonic headgear. This unique depiction suggests that she wielded significant power and influence. Imagine her standing tall, adorned in regal attire, commanding respect and admiration. Her ability to make offerings to the Aten independently of her husband further emphasizes her autonomy and strength within the royal court. In the heart of Amarna, the city dedicated to the worship of Aten, lies a temple believed to have been dedicated to Nefertiti. This sacred space offers new insights into her role as a powerful and independent figure. Picture the temple's serene ambience, the soft whispers of prayers, and the gentle flicker of oil lamps casting a warm glow on the walls. Nefertiti's association with this temple underscores her importance in the religious and cultural landscape of Akhenaten's Egypt. Beyond her political and religious roles, Nefertiti was also revered as a sex goddess, particularly under Akhenaten's reign. Her connection with Hathor, the goddess of sexuality, fertility, and rebirth, highlights this aspect of her persona. Imagine the lush, fertile fields of Egypt, symbolizing the regenerative power that Nefertiti embodied. Her ability to manifest this power through her sexual rejuvenation made her an essential figure in the rebirth of the cosmos, a concept central to ancient Egyptian beliefs. Nefertiti's iconic bust, sculpted by Thutmose around 1345 BCE, remains one of the most reproduced works of ancient Egyptian art. Picture the serene beauty of the bust, with Nefertiti wearing a flat-topped crown, her features calm and composed. This masterpiece symbolizes her status as a powerful and beautiful queen. The similarities in the facial features and posture of the bust to those of Akhenaten reflect their complementary nature as king and queen, a harmonious partnership that guided Egypt through a period of profound change. There is ongoing debate among scholars about whether Nefertiti ruled as pharaoh after Akhenaten's death. Some evidence suggests that she may have taken on the throne named Nefertiti and ruled for a brief period before the ascension of Tutankhamun. Imagine the quiet corridors of ancient temples, where inscriptions and graffiti whisper secrets of the past. Among these whispers is a graffito at Deir el-Bersha naming Nefertiti as Akhenaten's chief queen, hinting at her potential role as a ruler. Nefertiti's legacy extends beyond her potential pharaonic reign. She played a pivotal role in the cultural and religious changes that swept through Egypt during Akhenaten's reign. The royal family's emphasis on Atenism led to the construction of a new capital city, Amarna, which became a center for the worship of the sun god. Imagine the bustling life of Amarna, with its grand temples and serene gardens, a testament to the royal family's devotion. Nefertiti's active participation in these religious ceremonies underscores her influence within the royal household. Despite her significant contributions to Egyptian history, Nefertiti's image was not universally revered. After her death, her statues were smashed, and her legacy was largely forgotten. Picture the quiet, somber moments as statues were toppled and images defaced, a reflection of the backlash against Akhenaten's failed religious revolution. This destruction was likely a result of the alienation many Egyptians felt from their traditional deities. As we conclude our gentle exploration of Nefertiti's life, let us reflect on the serene yet powerful presence she held in ancient Egyptian society. Her status as queen, her role in the religious revolution of Atenism, and her potential pharaonic reign make her one of the most intriguing figures in history. Through her association with the temple, her depiction as a sex goddess, and her iconic bust, Nefertiti continues to captivate scholars and the general public alike. Her legacy serves as a testament to the enduring power and beauty of ancient Egyptian culture. Nefertiti's influence extended beyond her immediate family and the religious reforms of her husband. She was a mother to 6 daughters, and her role as a nurturing figure in the royal family was crucial. Imagine the lively scenes in the royal palace, where Nefertiti guided her daughters, instilling in them the values of leadership and devotion to the Aten. The daughters, particularly Enkesenamen, would later play significant roles in the political landscape of Egypt, furthering Nefertiti's legacy through their marriages and alliances. Moreover, Nefertiti's artistic legacy is profound. The Amarna period is characterized by a distinctive style of art that broke away from the rigid conventions of previous eras. Nefertiti was often depicted in a more naturalistic manner, showcasing her beauty and grace. Imagine the vibrant colors and intricate details of the frescoes and sculptures that adorned the walls of Amarna, celebrating the life and reign of this remarkable queen. This artistic revolution not only reflected the changes in religious beliefs, but also highlighted the importance of the royal family in the cultural narrative of Egypt. The political landscape during Nefertiti's reign was also complex. The shift to Atenism created tensions with the powerful priesthood of Ammonius, who had long held sway over the religious and political life of Egypt. Nefertiti's role in this power struggle cannot be understated. Picture the strategic discussions within the royal court, where Nefertiti and Akhenaten navigated the challenges posed by the traditionalists. Her ability to maintain her position and influence amidst such turmoil speaks volumes about her strength and intelligence. As we reflect on Nefertiti's life, we must also consider the broader implications of her reign. The changes she and Akhenaten implemented were not merely religious, they represented a shift in the very fabric of Egyptian society. The emphasis on the sun god Aten and the rejection of the old gods led to a reevaluation of identity and power in ancient Egypt. Imagine the conversations among the people of Egypt as they grappled with these changes and their implications for their lives and beliefs. Nefertiti's role as queen was not just limited to her immediate family and religious duties. She was also a symbol of beauty and femininity in ancient Egypt. Her image was used in various forms of art and sculpture, often idealized to represent the perfect woman. This portrayal had a lasting impact on how women were viewed in society, influencing artistic representations for generations to come. Imagine the artisans and sculptors who meticulously crafted her likeness, each stroke of the chisel capturing the essence of her beauty and grace. Additionally, Nefertiti's influence extended to international relations. As queen, she played a crucial role in diplomatic marriages and alliances that strengthened Egypt's position in the region. Picture the grand delegations that visited the royal court, where Nefertiti's charm and intelligence were instrumental in forging bonds with neighboring kingdoms. Her ability to navigate these complex relationships showcased her diplomatic skills and further solidified her status as a powerful queen. In the realm of education and knowledge, Nefertiti's reign coincided with a period of intellectual flourishing in ancient Egypt. The Amarna period saw advancements in various fields, including medicine, astronomy, and literature. Imagine the scholars and scribes who gathered in the royal court, sharing their knowledge and ideas, with Nefertiti as a patron of the arts and sciences. Her support for education and intellectual pursuits contributed to the cultural richness of her time. As we delve deeper into Nefertiti's life, we must also acknowledge the challenges she faced. The transition to Atenism was met with resistance from traditionalists who clung to the old ways. Nefertiti's unwavering support for her husband during this tumultuous period speaks to her strength of character. Picture the tension in the royal court as they navigated the complexities of religious reform, with Nefertiti standing resolute beside Akhenaten, embodying the spirit of change. Furthermore, Nefertiti's role as a queen was not just about power and influence. It also encompassed the responsibilities of motherhood and family. The nurturing aspect of her character was essential in shaping the future of the royal lineage. Imagine the tender moments shared between Nefertiti and her daughters, where she imparted wisdom and guidance, preparing them for their future roles in a rapidly changing society. Her daughters, particularly Enkesenamen, would later become pivotal figures in the political landscape, marrying influential leaders and continuing the legacy of their parents. Nefertiti's impact on art and culture during her reign cannot be overstated. The Amarna period is often celebrated for its artistic innovations, which broke away from the rigid conventions of previous eras. Nefertiti was frequently depicted in a more naturalistic style, showcasing her beauty and grace in a way that resonated with the people. Imagine the vibrant colors and intricate details of the frescoes and sculptures that adorned the walls of Amarna, celebrating the life and reign of this remarkable queen. This artistic revolution not only reflected the changes in religious beliefs, but also highlighted the importance of the royal family in the cultural narrative of Egypt. Moreover, Nefertiti's influence extended to the realm of fashion and beauty standards in ancient Egypt. Her iconic look, characterized by her elegant headdresses and striking jewelry, set trends that would be emulated by women across the kingdom. Imagine the bustling marketplaces of ancient Egypt, where artisans crafted exquisite pieces inspired by the queen's style, each item a testament to her enduring legacy as a fashion icon. As we reflect on Nefertiti's life, we must also consider the broader implications of her reign. The changes she and Akhenaten implemented were not merely religious, they represented a shift in the very fabric of Egyptian society. The emphasis on the sun god Aten and the rejection of the old gods led to a reevaluation of identity and power in ancient Egypt. Imagine the conversations among the people of Egypt as they grappled with these changes and their implications for their lives and beliefs. In conclusion, Nefertiti's life as queen was marked by beauty, power, and profound influence. Her legacy is a tapestry woven with threads of art, religion, and politics, reflecting the complexities of her time. As we leave behind the story of Nefertiti, let us carry with us the image of a queen who transcended the boundaries of her era, leaving an indelible mark on the sands of history. Imagine the soft rustling of leaves once more, the gentle flow of the Nile, and the warm embrace of the desert sun. In this tranquil setting, we celebrate the life of Nefertiti, a queen whose beauty and power have transcended time, continuing to inspire and captivate generations. Imagine the soft rustling of leaves in the ancient forests of Europe, where the winds of change were beginning to stir. The 16th century was a time of profound transformation in Western Christianity, a period known as the Protestant Reformation. This religious revolution would forever alter the theological, social, and political landscape of Europe. As we delve into this chapter, let us gently explore the historical context that gave rise to the Reformation. Picture the late Middle Ages, a time when the Catholic Church held immense power and influence. Yet, beneath the surface, there was a growing sense of dissatisfaction. Corruption and abuse of power within the church had become widespread, leading many to question its practices. The Renaissance, with its emphasis on humanism and individualism, further fueled this discontent. The church's inability to address these concerns created a widespread sense of disillusionment and a call for reform. Now, let us turn our attention to the key figures who played pivotal roles in this religious revolution. Imagine the quiet determination of Martin Luther, a German theologian and Augustinian monk. On October 31st, 1517, Luther nailed his 95 Theses to the door of the Wittenberg Castle Church, challenging the Catholic Church's practice of selling indulgences. Luther argued that salvation was based on faith alone, a doctrine known as justification by faith. This simple yet profound idea became a cornerstone of Protestantism. Despite facing excommunication by Pope Leo X and condemnation at the Diet of Worms in 1521, Luther's resolve remained unshaken. He continued to preach and write, eventually leading to the establishment of Lutheranism in Germany. Imagine the quiet strength of a man who, despite immense opposition, stood firm in his beliefs. His translation of the Bible into German made the scriptures accessible to the common people, empowering them to engage with their faith directly. Next, let us gently explore the contributions of John Calvin, a French theologian whose influence extended far beyond his homeland. Calvin's Institutes of the Christian Religion, published in 1536, provided a systematic theological framework for Protestantism. Central to Calvin's theology was the doctrine of predestination, the belief that God had predetermined the salvation of certain individuals. This idea, while complex, became a defining feature of Calvinist thought. Calvin's influence was not limited to theology. In the serene city of Geneva, he established a disciplined community with strict moral codes and church governance. This model of church organization became a template for other Reformed churches, spreading Calvin's ideas far and wide. Imagine the tranquil Swiss landscape as we turn our attention to Huldrych Zwingli, another significant figure in the Reformation. Zwingli began preaching against abuses in the church in 1516, even before Luther's 95 Theses. His theology, like Luther's, emphasized justification by faith. However, Zwingli differed in his understanding of the Holy Communion, believing in a spiritual rather than a physical presence of Christ in the elements. As we move forward, let us gently explore the theological themes that defined the Reformation. The doctrine of justification by faith, or sola fide, posited that salvation was achieved through faith in Jesus Christ alone. This idea challenged the Catholic Church's emphasis on sacraments and good works as necessary for salvation. Imagine the quiet reassurance of knowing that faith alone could lead to salvation. Another key theme was sola scriptura, the belief that the Bible alone was the ultimate authority in matters of faith and practice. This doctrine rejected the authority of tradition and the Church's interpretation of Scripture. Protestant reformers argued that individuals should interpret the Bible directly, fostering a sense of personal connection with the divine. This shift not only empowered individuals, but also led to the proliferation of various interpretations and denominations, each with its unique understanding of Scripture. Calvin's doctrine of predestination added a layer of complexity to the Reformation's theological landscape. While it raised questions about free will and the nature of God's sovereignty, it also underscored the profound mystery of divine grace. The debates surrounding predestination and free will would continue to shape theological discussions for centuries to come, influencing not only Protestant thought, but also Catholic responses. Now, let us gently trace the spread of the Reformation across Europe. The invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg played a crucial role in this process. Imagine the quiet hum of the press as it churned out religious materials in the vernacular, making it easier for reform ideas to reach a wider audience. Pamphlets, translations of the Bible, and treatises circulated rapidly, igniting discussions and debates among the populace. In England, the Reformation was driven by both political and religious factors. Henry VIII's desire for an annulment of his marriage to Catherine of Aragon led him to break with the Catholic Church and establish the Church of England. This move, while initially driven by personal interests, paved the way for further religious changes, including the preparation of the Book of Common Prayer. The English Reformation also saw the rise of influential figures like Thomas Cranmer, who played a significant role in shaping Anglican theology and liturgy. In Scotland, John Knox, influenced by Calvin, led the establishment of Presbyterianism. This form of church governance emphasized the role of local churches and their elders, rather than a centralized authority. Imagine the quiet strength of a community united by shared beliefs and practices. Knox's efforts laid the groundwork for a distinct Scottish identity that intertwined with the Reformed faith, leading to a unique expression of Protestantism that would influence future generations. As we approach the end of our journey, let us gently consider the Catholic Church's response to the Reformation, known as the Counter-Reformation. The Council of Trent, held between 1545 and 1563, was a key event in this process. The Church reaffirmed its teachings and implemented reforms aimed at improving clerical discipline and liturgical practices. Imagine the quiet resolve of a church seeking to address its shortcomings and renew its commitment to its followers. The Jesuits, founded by Ignatius of Loyola, emerged as a powerful force in the Counter-Reformation, focusing on education, missionary work, and the defense of Catholic doctrine. The Counter-Reformation also saw the establishment of new religious orders, such as the Capuchins and the Oratorians, which aimed to revitalize the spiritual life of the Church and its followers. These groups emphasized a return to the original teachings of Christ and sought to engage with the laity in meaningful ways. Imagine the fervent prayers and communal gatherings as these new orders worked tirelessly to rekindle faith among the people. In addition to theological debates and church reforms, the Reformation had significant social and cultural implications. The rise of Protestantism encouraged literacy and education, as individuals sought to read the Bible for themselves. This emphasis on personal interpretation of Scripture led to the establishment of schools and universities, fostering a culture of inquiry and learning. Imagine the bustling classrooms filled with eager students, their minds ignited by the pursuit of knowledge and understanding. Art and literature also flourished during this period, as Protestant reformers sought to express their beliefs through creative means. The works of artists like Lucas Cranach the Elder and writers such as John Bunyan reflected the themes of the Reformation, emphasizing the importance of faith and personal conviction. Imagine the vibrant colors and powerful imagery of paintings that conveyed the struggles and triumphs of the faithful, inspiring generations to come. As we reflect on the impact of the Reformation, it is essential to acknowledge the conflicts and tensions that arose during this tumultuous time. The religious wars that erupted across Europe, such as the 30 Years' War, were fueled by the deep divisions between Catholics and Protestants. These conflicts often resulted in devastating consequences for communities and individuals alike. Imagine the sorrow and strife that accompanied these battles, as families were torn apart and lives were lost in the name of faith. Yet, amidst the turmoil, the Reformation also laid the groundwork for the development of modern concepts of religious freedom and tolerance. The Peace of Westphalia in 1648 marked a turning point, as it recognized the rights of different religious groups to coexist within the same territories. This acknowledgement of pluralism would eventually influence the formation of secular states, and the idea of religious liberty that we cherish today. In conclusion, the Protestant Reformation was a complex and multifaceted event that reshaped Western Christianity and had profound impacts on European society and culture. From the theological debates over justification by faith in sola scriptura to the political and social changes brought about by reformers like Luther and Calvin, this period remains a pivotal moment in history. The Reformation not only transformed religious practices, but also influenced art, literature, and education, leading to a flourishing of new ideas and cultural expressions. As we reflect on this religious revolution, let us appreciate the quiet strength and determination of those who sought to bring about change, and the lasting legacy they left behind. The echoes of their struggles and triumphs continue to resonate in contemporary discussions about faith, authority, and the role of religion in society. Imagine the soft rustling of leaves once more, as we gently close this chapter on the Protestant Reformation, a time of profound transformation and enduring impact. The seeds of change sown during this era have blossomed into a diverse tapestry of beliefs and practices that shape our world today, reminding us of the power of conviction and the enduring quest for truth. As we conclude this exploration of the religious revolution, it is important to recognize the ongoing influence of the Reformation in contemporary society. The principles of individual interpretation of Scripture and the emphasis on personal faith continue to resonate with many believers today. The legacy of the Reformation can be seen in the diverse landscape of modern Christianity, where countless denominations and movements reflect the varied interpretations of faith that emerged from this pivotal period. Moreover, the Reformation's impact extended beyond the realm of religion. It played a significant role in shaping modern concepts of democracy and governance. The emphasis on individual conscience and the questioning of authority laid the groundwork for the development of democratic ideals. As people began to assert their rights to interpret scripture and engage in religious practices without the mediation of the church, similar ideas began to permeate political thought, leading to movements for greater personal freedoms and rights. In the realm of education, the Reformation sparked a renewed interest in learning and scholarship. The establishment of schools and universities, often founded by Protestant reformers, emphasized the importance of literacy and critical thinking. This focus on education not only empowered individuals to engage with their faith, but also contributed to the broader intellectual movements that characterized the Enlightenment. Imagine the vibrant discussions taking place in these newly established institutions, where ideas about science, philosophy, and human rights began to flourish alongside theological debates. The Reformation also had a profound impact on the arts. The shift away from the Catholic Church's control over artistic expression allowed for greater creativity and innovation. Artists began to explore themes of faith, morality, and human experience in new and compelling ways. The works of painters, musicians, and writers from this period reflect the diverse expressions of faith and the human condition, capturing the spirit of a time marked by both conflict and creativity. As we reflect on the Reformation's legacy, we must also acknowledge the challenges it presented. The divisions it created within Christianity have led to ongoing debates and conflicts that continue to this day. The quest for unity among different denominations remains a significant challenge for many believers as they navigate the complexities of faith in a pluralistic world. Yet, the Reformation also serves as a reminder of the importance of dialogue and understanding in the pursuit of truth. In closing, the Protestant Reformation was not merely a historical event. It was a transformative movement that reshaped the very fabric of society. Its echoes can still be felt in our contemporary discussions about faith, authority, and the role of religion in public life. As we gently close this chapter, let us carry forward the lessons learned from this religious revolution, embracing the spirit of inquiry, the quest for truth, and the enduring power of faith in our lives today. Imagine the soft rustling of leaves in the ancient forests of Egypt, the gentle lapping of the Nile against its banks, and the warm, golden glow of the setting sun, casting long shadows over the land. In this serene setting, we delve into the later years and mysterious disappearance of one of history's most enigmatic figures, Queen Nefertiti. Nefertiti, the influential queen of ancient Egypt, has captivated the minds of historians and archaeologists for centuries. Her life, particularly her later years and eventual vanishing from historical records, remains shrouded in mystery. Today, we will explore the available historical records and theories to provide a comprehensive look at Nefertiti's later years and her disappearance. During the reign of Pharaoh Akhenaten, from approximately 1353 to 1336 BC, Nefertiti was not just a queen, but a powerful figure in her own right. Together, they introduced Atinism, a form of monotheism centered on the sun disk Aten, marking a radical shift from the traditional polytheistic worship of multiple gods. This profound change had significant implications for Egyptian society and politics. Nefertiti's role during this period was multifaceted. She was depicted as equal in stature to a king, participating in rituals and even smiting Egypt's enemies, a role traditionally reserved for the pharaoh. Her influence extended beyond the palace, appearing on private devotional stelae and non-royal tombs, emphasizing her prominence in Egyptian society. The famous bust of Nefertiti, discovered in Amarna, exemplifies her beauty and status, showcasing the artistry of the period and the reverence in which she was held. As we move forward, let us gently explore the theories surrounding Nefertiti's disappearance from historical records. The last dated inscription, naming her in Akhenaten, comes from a building inscription in the limestone quarry at Deir Buenis, dating to the 16th year of Akhenaten's reign. After this point, her name ceases to appear, leading to various theories about her fate. One early theory suggested that Nefertiti either died or was banished from the royal court shortly after the 12th year of Akhenaten's reign. This theory was based on the discovery of several Ushabti fragments inscribed for Nefertiti, found in the Louvre and the Brooklyn Museum. However, this theory has been largely discredited due to the lack of concrete evidence supporting her death or banishment. Another theory proposes that Nefertiti died from a plague that swept through the area. This idea, though intriguing, lacks concrete evidence. The historical records do not provide any clear indication of a plague during this period, making this theory less plausible. Additionally, the health and well-being of the royal family were often documented, and no significant health crises are noted in the records of Akhenaten's reign. A previous theory, that Nefertiti fell into disgrace, has also been discredited. Early Egyptologists mistakenly believed that deliberate erasures of monuments belonging to a queen of Akhenaten referred to Nefertiti. However, these erasures were actually related to Kia, another queen of Akhenaten. Kia's presence in the royal court and her potential rivalry with Nefertiti has led to much speculation, but it is essential to recognize that the political dynamics of the time were complex and multifaceted. One of the most compelling theories is that Nefertiti continued to hold influence after Akhenaten's death. Some scholars believe that she ruled briefly as the female pharaoh known by the throne name Nefertiti. This theory suggests that Nefertiti's influence in life would have ended by the 3rd year of Tutankhamun's reign, when he changed his name to Tutankhamun and abandoned Amarna to return the capital to Thebes. Several pieces of evidence support the theory that Nefertiti continued to hold influence after Akhenaten's death. An inscription carved into a rock face in an ancient quarry 10 kilometers north of Amarna, dating to the 16th year of Akhenaten's reign, mentions Nefertiti's name and her position as great royal wife. This inscription suggests that Nefertiti survived her husband and may have even reigned herself for a short period following his death. Additionally, the discovery of a gold plate found in Tutankhamun's tomb depicting Tutankhamun and Enkhsenamun together provides further evidence that Nefertiti may have been alive and influential during this period. This plate is significant because it shows the young royal couple, who were inexperienced and likely under the guidance of older royals, including Nefertiti. The presence of Nefertiti's legacy in the tomb of Tutankhamun indicates that her influence may have persisted even after her disappearance from the historical record. Despite extensive searches, Nefertiti's tomb has never been conclusively identified. The lack of a definitive tomb has contributed to the mystery surrounding her disappearance. Recent discoveries have focused on the younger lady found in the tomb of Amenhotep II, but this body is now accepted as too young to be Nefertiti. The ongoing search for her final resting place continues to intrigue archaeologists, with many hoping that new technologies and methods will eventually lead to a breakthrough. Given the lack of concrete evidence, various theories have emerged about Nefertiti's final years. Some believe she may have been Tutankhamun's mother, although DNA analysis has identified the younger lady from tomb KV-35 as Tutankhamun's mother, who was the daughter of Amenhotep III and his principal wife Tai. This revelation has further complicated the narrative surrounding Nefertiti's lineage and her potential role in the royal family. Another theory suggests that Nefertiti may have taken the name Smenkhare and ruled alone as a female king before handing the throne to Tutankhamun. However, inscriptions do not confirm this, and the identification of a male body buried in the Valley of the Kings as Tutankhamun's brother makes it unlikely that Nefertiti and Smenkhare were the same person. The identity of Smenkhare remains a topic of debate among Egyptologists, with some suggesting that this figure could have been a co-regent or a successor to Akhenaten. As we gently conclude our exploration, we find that the disappearance of Nefertiti remains one of the most intriguing mysteries in ancient Egyptian history. While various theories have been proposed, none have been conclusively proven. The evidence suggests that Nefertiti may have continued to hold influence after Akhenaten's death, possibly even ruling briefly as Nefertiti. However, the lack of a definitive tomb and the absence of concrete evidence make it impossible to determine her exact fate with certainty. The legacy of Nefertiti continues to captivate historians and archaeologists, inspiring ongoing research and speculation about her life and disappearance. Her enigmatic figure remains a testament to the enduring fascination with ancient Egyptian history and culture. The allure of her story is not just in her beauty or her role as a queen, but in the profound impact she had on the religious and political landscape of her time. In addition to her political influence, Nefertiti's role in the religious transformation of Egypt cannot be overstated. The shift to Atenism, which emphasized the worship of the sun Dis-Gaten, represented a significant departure from the traditional pantheon of Egyptian gods. Nefertiti was often depicted alongside Akhenaten in religious iconography, reinforcing her status as a key figure in this new religious order. The couple's radical reforms challenged the established priesthood and the traditional religious practices that had been in place for centuries, leading to a period of upheaval and change. Moreover, Nefertiti's image was used to promote the new religion, with her likeness appearing in various forms of art and sculpture. This artistic representation not only solidified her status as a queen, but also as a divine figure in the eyes of the people. The famous reliefs from Amarna depict her in intimate and powerful poses with Akhenaten, showcasing their partnership in both governance and spirituality. This portrayal was revolutionary, as it emphasized the queen's active participation in the religious life of the nation, a role that was typically reserved for male pharaohs. As we reflect on the life and mystery of Nefertiti, let us imagine the gentle breeze of the desert night, the stars twinkling above the ancient land, and the timeless allure of a queen whose story continues to enchant us. The echoes of her life resonate through the ages, reminding us of the complexities of power, gender, and legacy in ancient civilizations. The ongoing fascination with Nefertiti's life and disappearance serves as a reminder of the rich tapestry of history that continues to unfold, inviting us to explore the depths of human experience and the legacies we leave behind. In conclusion, the disappearance of Nefertiti remains one of the most captivating enigmas of ancient Egypt. While we may never know the full truth of her later years, the theories surrounding her fate reflect the complexities of her life and the tumultuous times in which she lived. Her legacy, however, endures, inspiring generations to delve deeper into the mysteries of the past and to appreciate the profound impact of one of history's most remarkable queens. As we ponder the implications of Nefertiti's life, we must also consider the broader context of her time. The Amarna period, characterized by its radical changes in art, religion, and politics, was a time of both innovation and turmoil. The shift to Atenism not only altered the religious landscape, but also had far-reaching effects on the economy and social structure of Egypt. The dismantling of the traditional priesthood and the centralization of power in the hands of Akhenaten and Nefertiti created a vacuum that would lead to significant challenges for their successors. The artistic revolution of the Amarna period is another aspect worth exploring. The naturalistic style that emerged during this time, as seen in the reliefs and sculptures, marked a departure from the rigid conventions of previous eras. Nefertiti's bust, with its striking features and lifelike representation, is a prime example of this artistic evolution. This new style not only celebrated the beauty of the royal family, but also reflected the changing values of society, where individuality and realism began to take precedence over idealized forms. Furthermore, the political ramifications of Nefertiti's life extend beyond her immediate family. The return to traditional polytheism and the restoration of the old religious practices after Akhenaten's death signified a rejection of the radical changes she and her husband had implemented. This backlash against Atenism illustrates the challenges faced by those who dared to challenge the status quo, highlighting the precarious nature of power and influence in ancient Egypt. In the end, Nefertiti's story is not just about a queen who vanished from history. It is a reflection of the complexities of human ambition, belief, and legacy. Her life and disappearance invite us to consider the broader themes of power, gender, and the impact of individual actions on the course of history. As we continue to uncover the mysteries of the past, Nefertiti remains a symbol of the enduring quest for knowledge and understanding, a reminder that history is not merely a collection of dates and events, but a rich tapestry woven from the lives of extraordinary individuals. In addition to her political and religious significance, Nefertiti's legacy is also intertwined with the cultural and artistic advancements of her time. The Amarna period is often celebrated for its unique artistic style, which broke away from the rigid and formulaic representations of earlier periods. This era saw a shift towards more naturalistic portrayals, capturing the human form and emotions in ways that had not been seen before in Egyptian art. Nefertiti, as a central figure in this transformation, was often depicted in a manner that emphasized her beauty and grace, further solidifying her status as an icon of femininity and power. The artistic innovations of the Amarna period were not limited to royal depictions. They extended to everyday life, as artisans began to explore new themes and subjects in their work. This cultural flourishing was likely influenced by the radical changes in religious beliefs and the centralization of power under Akhenaten and Nefertiti. The couple's emphasis on the sun god Aten as the sole deity may have inspired a new wave of creativity as artists sought to express the divine in their work. Moreover, the impact of Nefertiti's life can be seen in the subsequent rulers of Egypt. The return to traditional practices after Akhenaten's reign was not merely a rejection of his policies, but also a complex response to the societal changes that had taken place. The restoration of the old gods and the re-establishment of the priesthood were efforts to stabilize a kingdom that had experienced significant upheaval. Nefertiti's legacy, therefore, is not just one of beauty and power, but also of the challenges faced by those who dared to innovate in a society deeply rooted in tradition. As we consider the later years of Nefertiti's life, it is essential to acknowledge the role of women in ancient Egyptian society. While Nefertiti is often highlighted as a powerful queen, she was part of a broader context in which women could wield significant influence. Royal women often held titles such as Great Royal Wife and could act as regents or co-rulers. The complexities of gender roles in ancient Egypt are reflected in Nefertiti's life, as she navigated the intricacies of power alongside her husband, Akhenaten. The mystery of Nefertiti's disappearance also raises questions about the historical record itself. The ancient Egyptians were meticulous record keepers, yet the absence of Nefertiti's name in later inscriptions suggests a deliberate erasure or a significant shift in the political landscape. This phenomenon is not unique to Nefertiti. Other figures in history have experienced similar fates, where their contributions were minimized or forgotten due to changing power dynamics. The study of these erasures provides valuable insights into the politics of memory and the ways in which history is constructed. In our quest to understand Nefertiti's later years, we must also consider the archaeological efforts that continue to shed light on her life. The search for her tomb and the exploration of Amarna have yielded numerous artifacts that offer glimpses into her world. Each discovery adds a layer to the narrative of Nefertiti, revealing the complexities of her life and the society in which she lived. The ongoing research into her legacy serves as a reminder of the importance of archaeology in uncovering the truths of the past. As we conclude our exploration of Nefertiti's later years and disappearance, we are left with a sense of wonder and intrigue. The life of this remarkable queen continues to inspire scholars, artists, and enthusiasts alike. Her story is a testament to the enduring power of history and the ways in which it shapes our understanding of the present. Nefertiti's legacy, marked by beauty, power, and mystery, invites us to reflect on the complexities of human experience and the legacies we leave behind. In the end, Nefertiti's life and disappearance remain a captivating enigma, a story woven into the rich tapestry of ancient Egyptian history. As we ponder her fate, we are reminded of the timeless allure of the past and the enduring quest for knowledge that drives us to explore the mysteries of those who came before us. The legacy of Nefertiti, a queen who defied the conventions of her time, continues to resonate, inspiring us to seek out the stories of extraordinary individuals who have shaped the course of history. Imagine the soft rustling of leaves in the ancient forests of Egypt, the gentle flow of the Nile River, and the warm, golden glow of the sun setting over the horizon. In this serene setting, we delve into the legacy and impact of one of history's most enigmatic and fascinating figures, Nefertiti. Nefertiti, whose name means the beautiful one has come, was born in the 14th century BC, during the New Kingdom period of ancient Egypt. She married Pharaoh Akhenaten at a tender age, likely between 12 and 15 years old, becoming one of the youngest queens in Egyptian history. Akhenaten, deeply devoted to the sun god Aten, initiated radical religious reforms, shifting the focus to monotheistic worship. Imagine the bustling life of the royal court, where Nefertiti played a multifaceted role. She was not only Akhenaten's principal wife, but also a devoted follower of the new monotheistic religion. Together, they moved the capital from Thebes to Amarna, a city built to honor Aten. This move was part of a broader effort to centralize worship and create a new cultural and religious identity for Egypt. Nefertiti's influence on Akhenaten's policies and religious reforms was profound. She was often depicted alongside her husband in official art, her name given equal status in the royal cartouche. This equal representation underscores her significant role in the royal court and her potential influence over Akhenaten's decisions. Can you imagine the strength and wisdom she must have possessed to hold such a position? The Amarna period, during which Akhenaten and Nefertiti reigned, was marked by significant religious and cultural changes. The worship of Aten, a previously minor deity, became the central focus of Egyptian religion. This monotheistic shift was unprecedented and had far-reaching consequences for the country's art, architecture, and social structures. Nefertiti played an active role in these reforms. She was often depicted making offerings to Aten, suggesting a level of autonomy and authority within the royal court. Her image embodied the principles of the new Amarna religion, which emphasized fertility and the generation of new life. This is reflected in the art of the period, where both men and women were depicted with large stomachs and thighs, symbolizing fertility and abundance. Imagine the vibrant colors and intricate details of the art from this period, each piece telling a story of devotion and transformation. Nefertiti's legacy is deeply intertwined with her artistic depictions. The famous bust of Nefertiti, discovered in 1912 by German archaeologist Ludwig Borchardt, is one of the most iconic pieces of ancient Egyptian art. The bust, created by the sculptor Thutmose, showcases Nefertiti's slender features and blue crown, instantly identifying her as a symbol of beauty and elegance. The bust of Nefertiti has had a profound impact on modern culture. It has been used in advertising campaigns, cosmetics, and jewelry, reflecting her enduring appeal as a symbol of beauty. Her image has also been subject to various interpretations and reconstructions, highlighting the complexities of representing historical figures in modern contexts. One of the most intriguing aspects of Nefertiti's legacy is the possibility that she may have ruled as pharaoh after Akhenaten's death. The name Nefertiti, which she used during her reign, suggests that she may have taken on a more active role in governance. While there is no definitive proof, many scholars believe that Nefertiti could have succeeded Akhenaten, potentially ruling under the name Nefertiti. The discovery of an inscription in 2012 at Deir el-Bersha which mentions Nefertiti as Akhenaten's chief queen during his 16th regnal year, further supports the theory that she was alive late into her husband's reign and could have been in a position to succeed him. Imagine the quiet strength and determination she must have had to navigate the complexities of royal succession. Nefertiti's impact extends far beyond ancient Egypt. Her name and image have become synonymous with beauty and elegance in modern culture. From art to advertising, she continues to inspire and captivate audiences worldwide. Her legacy serves as a testament to the enduring power of ancient Egyptian culture and its ability to influence contemporary society. Moreover, Nefertiti's legacy is not just confined to her beauty or her role as a queen. She is often seen as a symbol of female power and agency, in a time when women were typically relegated to subordinate roles. Her prominence in the royal court and her potential role as pharaoh challenged the traditional narratives of gender roles in ancient Egypt. This aspect of her legacy has inspired countless discussions and studies on the role of women in ancient civilizations, highlighting how Nefertiti's life and reign can serve as a lens through which we can examine the complexities of gender dynamics in history. The Amarna period, itself characterized by its unique artistic style and cultural innovations, is often viewed through the prism of Nefertiti's influence. The art from this time, which broke away from the rigid conventions of previous periods, reflects a new sense of realism and emotional expression. Nefertiti's depictions in this art often convey a sense of intimacy and connection, showcasing her not just as a royal figure but as a mother and a partner. This shift in artistic representation has had a lasting impact on how we understand the role of art in society, particularly in its ability to convey personal and emotional narratives. In addition to her artistic legacy, Nefertiti's impact on architecture is also noteworthy. The city of Amarna, with its unique layout and structures dedicated to Aten, represents a significant departure from traditional Egyptian city planning. Nefertiti's involvement in the establishment of this new capital reflects her role in shaping not only religious practices but also the physical landscape of Egypt. The ruins of Amarna continue to be a site of archaeological interest, providing insights into the daily lives of its inhabitants and the radical changes that occurred during Nefertiti's time. As we explore the broader implications of Nefertiti's legacy, we must also consider the ways in which her story has been interpreted and reinterpreted throughout history. From the early 20th century, when her bust was first discovered, to contemporary discussions about her role as a powerful female figure, Nefertiti's image has been shaped by cultural contexts and societal values. This ongoing dialogue about her legacy reflects our evolving understanding of history and the importance of diverse perspectives in shaping our narratives. Furthermore, Nefertiti's legacy has sparked interest in the field of Egyptology, inspiring generations of scholars and enthusiasts to delve deeper into the mysteries of ancient Egypt. Her life and reign have become a focal point for discussions about the intersection of power, gender, and religion in ancient societies. The ongoing research and discoveries related to her life continue to shed light on the complexities of the Amarna period and the broader context of ancient Egyptian civilization. In recent years, Nefertiti has also become a symbol of cultural heritage in the ongoing debates surrounding the repatriation of artifacts. The bust of Nefertiti, currently housed in the Neues Museum in Berlin, has been at the center of discussions about the rightful ownership of cultural treasures. This aspect of her legacy highlights the importance of understanding the historical context of artifacts and the need for dialogue between nations regarding their cultural heritage. Moreover, Nefertiti's legacy has inspired numerous works of art, literature, and film, further embedding her in the cultural consciousness. From novels that reimagine her life to documentaries exploring her reign, Nefertiti's story continues to resonate with audiences. These interpretations often reflect contemporary values and concerns, demonstrating how our life can be a mirror for our own societal issues, particularly regarding gender, power, and identity. In the realm of education, Nefertiti's legacy serves as a vital entry point for discussions about ancient civilizations in classrooms around the world. Her story encourages students to explore the complexities of history, the roles of women, and the impact of cultural shifts. By studying figures like Nefertiti, learners can gain a deeper appreciation for the nuances of historical narratives and the importance of critical thinking in understanding the past. As we reflect on Nefertiti's life, let us imagine the gentle whispers of the past, the soft glow of the sun, and the timeless beauty of her legacy. In this peaceful moment, we honor the enduring impact of Nefertiti, a queen whose influence transcends time and continues to captivate our hearts and minds. Her story is a reminder of the power of individuals to shape history, and her legacy serves as an inspiration for those who seek to understand the complexities of the past and its relevance to our present and future. In conclusion, Nefertiti's legacy is multifaceted and profound. Her role in Akhenaten's reign, her influence on religious reforms, and her enduring presence in modern culture all contribute to her status as one of the most fascinating figures in ancient Egyptian history. Her impact continues to inspire and educate, ensuring that her name remains etched in the annals of history for generations to come. The legacy of Nefertiti is not merely a reflection of her time, but a beacon that illuminates the path for future generations, encouraging us to seek understanding, embrace diversity, and recognize the power of history in shaping our identities and societies. Additionally, the legacy of Nefertiti can be seen in the way she has influenced modern feminist movements. Her story has been embraced by those advocating for women's rights, as it highlights the potential for women to hold power and influence in patriarchal societies. Nefertiti's life serves as a powerful example of how women can navigate and challenge the structures of power, inspiring contemporary discussions about gender equality and representation. Moreover, the fascination with Nefertiti has led to a resurgence of interest in ancient Egyptian history and culture. Museums around the world have hosted exhibitions dedicated to her life in the Amarna period, drawing in millions of visitors eager to learn more about this remarkable queen. These exhibitions not only celebrate Nefertiti's beauty and legacy, but also educate the public about the complexities of ancient Egyptian society, its religious practices, and its artistic achievements. In the realm of archaeology, Nefertiti's legacy continues to inspire new discoveries. Ongoing excavations in Amarna and surrounding areas aim to uncover more about her life, her family, and the societal changes that occurred during her reign. Each new finding adds depth to our understanding of this extraordinary period in history, revealing the intricacies of daily life, governance, and spirituality in ancient Egypt. As we consider the legacy of Nefertiti, we must also acknowledge the role of technology in preserving and interpreting her story. Advances in imaging techniques and digital reconstructions have allowed researchers to explore her likeness and the art of the Amarna period in unprecedented ways. These technologies not only enhance our understanding of ancient artifacts, but also make them accessible to a global audience, fostering a greater appreciation for the cultural heritage of Egypt. In summary, Nefertiti's legacy is a rich tapestry woven from threads of beauty, power, and cultural significance. Her life and reign continue to resonate across time, inspiring discussions about gender, art, and the complexities of history. As we honor her memory, we are reminded of the enduring impact of individuals on the course of history and the importance of recognizing the diverse narratives that shape our understanding of the past. Nefertiti's story is not just a chapter in ancient history. It is a timeless narrative that encourages us to reflect on our own lives and the legacies we wish to leave behind. And with that, we conclude our exploration of the life of Nefertiti. I hope you've enjoyed this journey through history and found it relaxing. I'd like to thank my top-tier patrons, Ander and Helena. Thank you very much for your support. If you'd like to support the channel and enjoy these videos without ads for a better relaxation experience, you can find the link to our Patreon in the description. I hope you've learned something new today while unwinding. Until next time, good night and sweet dreams.